Okay, so hello and welcome back everyone. Today I'm Kevin from C, and what I have here is essentially today I'm gonna be drying my lenses out, so anything that has rubber, plastic will not like deteriorate inside of my dry box. So I'm gonna let these things air out essentially, yeah. And so today what I'm gonna show you is a Yashica 45mm f1.7 I converted a few days ago. So in this conversion I actually use this Thingiverse model thingy, which you can download for free via thingiverse.com. Somebody else made this lens design. Shit. I've just been talking for like half an hour, I think, even more than that. So please, if my sound changes or something like that, I'm really sorry, yeah. So let me go drink first. Okay, so let me talk to you about how shit this adapter is. So it's pretty good in the fact that it's actually smooth. You can actually use these like guards or something like rails essentially. Yeah. These rails actually work. They work pretty well also. Yeah. So yeah, they work. My conversion has these aperture blades that work. Some people actually convert the shutter blades to have like some shuriken bokeh thingy. Then you have this timer also on my unit. You have the B auto and lightning thingy. They still click, but they do not have any function obviously. Yeah. Optics, they do have some some etching from the funky that used to be here. Yeah. So let me talk to you a bit more about the adapter. So how this adapter works is essentially you print the adapter, put the adapter on, you screw the adapter in. Let me go show you a rack of the adapter. Let me go find it. This is the adapter I used to put in there. So I printed this with PLA plastic, PLA plus. This thing's now ABS plastic, so it's a bit more stronger than the new one. I mean the old one. And will not melt like this essentially. So what I did to this was I glued the thing onto this ring right here, yeah. And once I glued it on without measuring at all, cause I assumed the thing just worked so perfectly that it should be pretty much perfect. But no, it was not. So what happened was that I screwed the thing in, screwed the Yashica in. This thing has 3 screws. These three holes in here, yeah. These 3 go into the helicoid thing here, yeah. And after that, these little like pins coincide with the rails inside the lens, like over here, yeah. And those pins will then keep the front of the lens from spinning while also allowing you to focus like this, yeah. So the guy measured the pins just right, but not the flange distance. So all you could do with the stock thingy was macros, which I did not like, and I still do not like. So what you have to do for this adapter is cut down the adapter, either with a lathe, which I think is pretty hard because this thing is slanted on the side, like this, yeah. See, it's not straight, but it's like slanted. Then, or you can do it my way, which I do not have a lathe, yeah. So what I did with this thing was that I used a drill, and a Dremel. So I dremeled the thing down until it's like pretty much the right height. Then I sanded the thing down until it just touched the like guardrail thing here. These like rails. And once you've done that, sand a little bit more until the sandpaper actually touches the rails a little bit. Then wash it off. That's it slowly. And if it doesn't reach infinity, do it again until it's perfect. This thing is not perfect. So after doing that, you can either glue it on with some CAA glue. CAA epoxy glue will work pretty well. In my case, I used some screws. So I did not use CAA glue. I used some screws to like screw this thing in. Because I actually wanted this thing to like be able to come off in the future, yeah, if you wanted to. And yeah, so essentially I wanted this thing to be modular, so you can like take this thing off without having to pry the thing off like this. So how I remove this thing, if I glue the thing in, yeah, was that I had to like pry the, what you call these things, the pins on the side here, yeah, out with a hot screwdriver like this, with like a burning red piece of metal, and not touch the optic, which I successfully did, but was surely quite a risky process. that I did, then you can screw the thing out, then put this thing inside boiling water. If it's PLA plus, you can do that. In ABS, you probably have to burn the whole thing, yeah, to like retrieve the helicoid. Then you can just pull this thing off. Say glue will come off with boiling, yeah. So you can pull the adapter off and you're done. With this thing, you just unscrew the 4 screws, then unscrew the 3 screws and you're done, which is way more easy than doing this. And now it mounts pretty well in the camera, it focuses nice, and so yeah. So if you want to actually do a lot of work post-processing the ABS plastic, which in this case, yeah, you can also do it in PETG, PLA plus, something like that. But honestly, I think I like ABS a bit more, because ABS is a bit more scratch resistant and less stringy than PLA plus. Like this thing has ton of strings. This is the like a LTM to L mount adapter. This thing has like heck amounts of strings. This thing has no strings, but it's a bit more hard to like sand down if you actually want to sand down the mount. I'd say just do this once, then measure it. And after you measure it, then you can like probably make yourself one of these mounts. So yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, goodbye.